EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Asane. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Oh, big hole left side. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Jones. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Allen. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jerry Jeudy, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And he's got some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Now Griffin on first down. Flush to his right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On second down, a run with Breida. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. To throw is RG3. Taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Eric Armstead drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now a first down carry by Jones. They find some open field here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day. For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Allen going to throw. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
third down. Here's Jones. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. This is a 26-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first-half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be a second down. Now a give to Breida. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game. That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give coming right is Breida. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go counter with Breida. And he's got this down to the 35.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line, because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Here's Griffin. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now Griffin. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On play action, Allen. He's going to let this one go deep. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the shotgun, Breida. Tackled by Emmanuel Mosley. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Griffin. Got a man open. It's Sutton. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 1st down, Griffin. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Griffin will throw again. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run with Breida, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Matt Breida in the final seconds of the first half, and the Broncos have taken the lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Complete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. To throw again on second down. Allen escaping the pressure. Allen hit. He lost the football. And fights through one man. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. But they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ed Oliver, that time to want to get in there and bring him down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
On second down now, it's Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On first down, Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And now they'll throw with Allen. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Here's Allen to throw it. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On third down, Jones. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This is a 26-yard attempt. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that's going to tie us at 13. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They run again with Breida. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Breida, he'll try the right side. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Griffin. This is Hamler on the receiving end. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll throw on first down with Griffin. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
2nd and 10, once again, Griffin. Flushed out right, and he'll just get rid of it. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
They go play action with Griffin. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down.
They went with the dive look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
And McManus able to put it through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll go again to Jones. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Allen off the play fake. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Allen, gotta have this one. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind, with him running the team, that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From the 44, Allen. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Here's Breida. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now RG3. Oh, no, he lost the football. And that ball popped free. We could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 35, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now it's Breida. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Broncos, it's an important